In a world where technology continuously reshapes our personal and professional lives, we are thrilled to introduce Priya Dey on this week's episode of Beyond Her Story. In a career spanning over 3 decades across diverse industries such as hospitality, aviation, BPO, banking, and now business development, Priya has prioritized customer delight as her ultimate success formula. With her transition from a senior position at ICICI Bank to a property sales consultant at Acube Development in Dubai, she has harnessed the power of digital tools to redefine her professional landscape and client acquisition strategies. She also follows her passion of mentoring students in soft skills and branding, empowering the next generation with the essential career tools. So join us today as we explore Priya's journey of adaptation and digital transformation. Welcome Priya to Beyond Her Story. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Sneha. It's really nice to meet you finally. And thank you for inviting me for this episode. I'm really excited and I hope it helps all the people who hear it and see it.
I'm sure it will, because I've seen your profile and you have, diverse experience in multiple industries. So what I would like to know is, how has this vast experience helped you in your current role of customer acquisition and customer relationship?
Sure. Actually, that's a very good question to start with, because every industry that I worked in was all about the customer. It's the customer who is at the core of everything we do. Right now, for example, I'm your customer, right? Yeah. So actually we don't realize it, but in every single interaction, from the tiniest to the widest, it's the customer who is the person we are trying to satisfy for repeat business.
True.
So in all the industries I've worked in, I've worked with the customers literally face to face, one-on-one, with very junior, with very senior clients. And that main experience is what has helped me. And I've realized that you have to put yourself in the customer's shoes, Sneha, and understand what do they want.
Yeah.
And can you give it to them and delight them, give them something more than they are expecting. So that is the premise I always start with. And I never push my business. I always totally look at it from their point of view and make sure it's a win-win, obviously for us also, and for the customer, to ensure customer delight.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to learn from you about customer relationship, the way you put it across. Because like you rightly said, you first understand what they need and you delight them by giving a bit more, which makes a lot of difference and it goes a long way.
Yes, it gives you that personal connect with the customer, and he or she realizes that yes, they are making a real personalized effort to deliver a product which is basically for us, not just a cut, copy, paste, which they've done with 10 other clients. And that kind of ensures, in my experience, that the customer does come back because of the quality that we deliver.
Okay. Now I think we'll move to a slightly different topic. After 8 years in ICICI Bank, you've had a long, at least 1 decade of hardships and challenges that you faced. So would you like to talk about that and let us know what was the challenges you faced and how did you overcome them?
Yes, oh my gosh, that's a long story. 10 years, yes, 10 years of not finding the right role. I must have sent my resume to maybe, I don't even know, thousands of people across the globe. So I would just say that if I had to look back and take away some of the, emotions and feelings, what helped me through that very long period. 10 years is very, very long. I mean, somebody very senior said that, you lost 10 years of your professional life, Priya, and I mean, you have to make that much of an extra effort now at this age and stage to kind of regain even part of it. You can't regain it. You can just pick up the threads and move on. Yeah. So one thing I did was never give up, Sneha. My attitude has been absolutely never give up. However miserable or low you're feeling and you feel, God, I've applied to so many places, I've got so much experience, but I never used to give up. I used to maybe hear a no or a rejection and again try the next day from scratch. Other thing is, one of my formulas, never look at the past. Because if you look at the past, then you're only feeling more low and depressed that, it's not happened.
Yeah.
Never look at the past. Absolutely carry on paddling ahead, as I call it, and keep trying and never say never. There's so many times I've personally said, and my close friends tease me a lot, that never say never, and they're like, no, Priya, now don't say never for this. And actually, that's what's happened. And I tell them, see, So be open, never say never basically means be just open to anything that's coming to you and learn from every experience. There has to be something positive, even in that 10-year gap where I was struggling so much to find work alone.
Yeah.
So it's a journey and it's an experience, and I have no regrets about anything ever.
Okay. So Priya, one question I always get in my mind when I talk to people like you is, where do you get that balance, or how do you find the balance between your career, because I'm sure you have to put a lot of efforts and time into it, and also balance it with self-care, health?
I love the question because I know people where their jobs are the main lifeline. They do nothing else except office, home, work, little bit of maybe travel because of work. And actually I asked them that, what would you do if you're not working? And somebody replied saying that, I really don't know, because this is it. And actually people ask me, how are you always so busy? So I've always made it a point, Sneha, to take out some time, and actually it's in the morning, even when I was with the previous organizations, in the morning where I don't touch the phone.
Oh, okay.
At least 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah. Did somebody teach me this? Did somebody ask me to do it? No, it just happened by default. I call it the Zen time.
Okay.
And I kind of stay away from the phone. I know many people, for many people it may not be possible because they have to be next to their phones for professional or personal reasons.
Correct.
But I stay away. And a couple of years ago, I realized that yes, being healthy and fit is such a booster for your brain, for your energy, for your health, for your mental and physical well-being and fitness and peace. So maybe in the last, I would say 3 to 4 years, I have focused on it more than I would in the past. In the past, I kind of put it on a back burner because of the pressures of traveling and work, except that slight time in the morning. But last 2-3 years have been very, very focused on health, fitness. So I have a very set routine, even though I only go out for client meetings right now and work largely from home. Okay. And I travel a little bit for work. So I have a very set clockwork routine. So I would say your routine should not change for anybody or anything. And then I have to mention that I have a very, very good friend, actually more than a best friend and a soulmate, I would say. I'm sure when he hears this, he will know who it is. He is a great inspiration because we work professionally also very, very closely together. Okay. And he's somebody who says that, there are 24 hours in a day and still there are so many things we would like to do. Yes. So you must enjoy every aspect of life, whatever your passion and talent is. My father used to always say, have a talent in life. You all are all the time stuck to your phones and WhatsApp. What is this? Yeah. Have some talent, some hobby, something that you do over and above your work that will really keep you happy, content, and ensure mental health, healthy well-being and peace, which is very important. Okay. I personally think, just laughing a lot, listening to music, walking, traveling, eating good food, helping others, which I like to do all the time by default, really is some of the stuff that has really helped me be what I am today. Okay. I think one aspect which I have repeated in many of my episodes also is, people think that, like when you ask them why are you not doing certain things like exercise or keeping your me time, especially women, right, tend to do the other things and forget about themselves. Absolutely. So what we always tell them is, first if you fix your health and your mental wellness, right, then everything else falls in place. Absolutely. And that is what they don't understand. They think that they don't have time for that. But like you said, I think if you keep aside certain time and stick to it, and then you start seeing the changes in all other aspects of your life. Yeah, even half an hour is fine. I'm sure you can dedicate half an hour of your day to yourself, whatever you want to do. True. Writing, reading, music, exercise, walking, just sitting in silence, anything that you want to do, sitting in a temple, it really helps. And of course, it is very important to have very, very positive people around you who also push you so that you yourself push your limits. I've, started certain hobbies in Bangalore, which I never thought I would do. So then again, my never say never mantra comes into play, Sneha. So it's again very personal, but definitely you have to push yourself and make that effort, because it's very easy to get lazy and slump and say, as all women will have so many 100 things to do. Correct, over and above their jobs, families, parents, etc. But you have to take out that half an hour. I don't think is too much. Yeah. So Priya, you also mentor students on soft skills and branding.
So can you tell us a bit more about how would it help them in doing their professional part of it, and what are the things that you actually teach the students?
Yes, so what we do is there are a couple of other very senior industry leaders along with me. So we all have a batch of about 15 to 20 students who we literally mentor, nurture, coach, guide, develop them into more confident, industry ready people, so that they are ready to get hired by top corporates, because that's exactly what some of the top universities who I'm working with aspire for, and that is their main aim.
Okay.
So communications, presentation skills, group discussion, public speaking, how to dress, how to talk, how to sit, how to be confident in the interview, how to be ready, what to expect in an interview. So it's spread over many months, Neha.
Okay.
So we are so successful that the dean of one of the colleges actually wants us to do many more batches, so that's great.
Okay.
So it is like been, it's literally covering the whole year.
Okay.
So that's a very, very good thing to do, because it's really like giving back to the young with your experience.
Yeah, very true.
And it's a very, very good feeling, especially when they connect even one-on-one for any small issue or any guidance that they need.
Yeah.
So basically just making them rounded, more confident individuals, and also developing their own personal brand, which will sync with their professional brand.
Oh, okay, that's really nice. And you do this in association with universities and colleges?
Yes, yes.
Okay, that's nice. And like you said, it's around 3 months, is it?
Well, it's 6.
6 months.
Yeah,
okay.
we kind of spread it over with gaps because of the exams and all that. It's about 5 to 6 months, one batch. Because we do it like maybe just 1 or 2 Saturdays every month, obviously, depending on their schedule and our schedule.
Okay. No, I think that is really important, because you see that when students graduate and join, I think that is the thing that they lack, even though they have the
Technical
required
skills, yes, technical skills, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're missing basically all the softer aspects.
Yeah. Okay, now I think after listening to you for such a long time, I really would like to know what are your current, what are the current things that you do as a business development consultant? If you can share with us, because I'm sure there are a lot of people, after hearing us speak, might want to get in touch with you.
Oh, that'll be great if they do. Yes, so I'm an independent consultant after decades of experience in various industries, various cities, also worked outside India a couple of times.
Okay.
So I would say my core strength and USP is acquiring clients.
Okay.
So if anybody has a product or the service that they want to pitch or sell to a specific customer base, or target a specific segment of customers, once I understand and get a hang of the product and service fully, I would be able to pitch to the clients, acquire leads, convert those leads from start to finish into a closure with the client. Basically business development, sales, client acquisition, it's all the same thing basically. So that's, I would say, something that I can do very confidently, because I've done it in many, many different lines of businesses, also for countries outside India.
Okay, I'm sure, I think with so many decades of experience, like you said, and across multiple industries, I think that's another USP of yours, because some people are restricted to certain industries, and I think that gives you a lot of exposure. And like you said, you can pick this one, and based on their requirements
and understand I know it's a lot of experience, varied industries, different cities, which is really interesting. And jack of all trades, master of none. I can't resist saying this.
Okay, I'm sure people would like to get in touch with you, so we'll leave the link to your LinkedIn in the description.
Please,
so
that would be excellent.
Out.
Absolutely, would be very happy if people get in touch with me for anything that I can help them with. Absolutely happy to help.
Yeah, anytime. I think so. They have to look out for 2 things. One is, like you said, business development, and any associations with any universities, colleges would like to have you as one of the this one. Then I think that's one of the other things that
absolutely, and anything else that they may find useful, I can always give them some unwanted or wanted gyan with my experience. That's all about experience, actually, Sneha. Nothing except experience. It's just the experience and the confidence, and just picking up a positive from every experience of your life, whether it's personal or professional, and moving ahead and making the best of whatever you have. Because this time will not come back. So make the best of literally every single day, and follow your heart. Don't think too much. Just do, say what you want to.
Yeah, I think this has been a wonderful conversation, Priya. It's amazing to have such conversations with people like you, because when we talk, that's when we learn. especially with your experience and the things that you've done, there's a takeaway for everyone in this conversation. So thank you so much.
No, I hope so. It's useful, and thank you so much for calling me. It's been a pleasure interacting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.